Hi, I'm Pastor De Silva from West London, 60, and I'm with the SEC Director for Health and Community Services, Elsie Staple. Elsie, you were the one that introduced to us in 60 the CHIP program. Can you tell us a little bit about it and why you felt we needed to have it?
Now, anyone hearing chip might think of computerization, they might think of potato, fish, and chips being British, but no, we are speaking about culinary health improvement project, CHIP. And actually, the program is just for you to improve heart health, your heart health. You are supposed to be responsible for your health and much so for your heart health.
I'm with Gloria Simon. Sister Gloria, you are a trained nurse. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yes, I'm a senior nurse and I'm also a sister at the Hammersmith Hospital. And I am trained as a diabetes nurse as well, and also to take bloods because that is very important when we are looking after a patient with diabetes, especially. We need to get their bloods taken, and every day we've got to do that at work periodically to make sure that their blood glucose is at a right level. So we have to take bloods.
People, for example, with diabetes, which is an associated condition, they have circulatory problems, and a lot of them also have got high blood pressure as well as diabetes. So, what research has found is that the three conditions are associated, and if you have two, diabetes and high blood pressure, hypertension, there's a possibility you'll have heart problems.
There are two selfish organs in the body, the heart and the kidney. The heart, he hates a lot of salt. Being that he's got to pump all that, lots of blood, at least 72,000 liters of blood passes through the heart every day. So therefore, he's thinking that he's got a lot of work to do, and therefore, if he's thirsty, because salt makes him thirsty, and therefore he retain that water. So instead of pumping with all the muscles, he pumps with extra water. So eventually, the person can become breathless as their heart fails. And also, the kidney hates a lot of sugar. So if he is sweet a lot, he takes water from all himself out. Hence the reason with diabetes patients, they get very thirsty and they pass a lot of water because the kidney loves to be watered with nice clean water. So therefore, passing a lot of water and making you thirsty is a reason that he needs to be washed out.
And you know one way of assessing whether or not you have your fluids, when you go to the toilet, you just pee in your anytime you go to the toilet and it's like that banana, you need to make sure you need plenty of water, yeah. So it's a good way of assessing, just look back. Just look back. That's right, yeah, that shows you're drinking enough fluid, yeah? Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the show. We have observed that people who have got diabetes, especially in England, a lot of people are walking around with diabetes and they do not know it. But we have observed that people who have got diabetes tend to have high blood pressure or vice versa. And there's evidence to support that when you've got two, the third one is coming. So as a church, we need to encourage people to take care of their hearts.
So that's the two selfish organs in their bodies. The heart that hates a lot of salt and the kidney that hates a lot of sugar as well.
Now, how does this contribute to high blood pressure?
Okay, the reason why salt is not very good for the heart and it makes the blood pressure high because salt is very heavy. The sugar is very heavy. It makes the blood really thick, and because your heart is about the size of a fist, pumping in that thick, sweet, salty blood, it makes the heart under a lot of pressure. So therefore, it pushes up the blood pressure. For instance, now your heart with the valves need to close really tightly. So when the heart is a little rest, there's not a lot of blood into him. So he has a little rest there. So if you have a lot of salt, it keeps the valve a little bit open. So you find your diastolic will be elevated. Or if you have like your high cholesterol, that keeps the diastolic a little bit high as well. So therefore, he's not resting a lot. So therefore, it's a lot of pressure on those valves. So the valve stays slightly open. That keeps the blood pressure a little bit up. That's your diastolic.
And strokes comes in there somehow.
Strokes, yes, because it's high blood pressure. Remember, I said that the heart is a muscular organ. It has to pump the blood throughout the whole body. And therefore, if there are any problems at all with the lumen where the heart, the blood passes, you can have problems. The volume of the blood to go through a narrow lumen, a narrow artery, causes the blood pressure to increase. So as the blood is pumping through the system, it increases because the lumen, the artery, is narrowed by something like fat, cholesterol, the plaques that are caused there. And therefore, when we're looking at heart health, diet is so important.
And then we look at how we can enable people to move forward and make the best of their health. And so it's educational because of all the resources that we have and we supply them with, but it's also participative. So they don't just come and hear lectures, they participate. And the exciting thing is that we get them involved with things like cooking. Everybody loves to taste something new. Culinary testing is, one of the things that people are interested in. New taste, a new way of doing things. And so we engage them in how can we prepare food in a more exciting way, but a healthier way. And then, of course, we have the exercise sessions where we look at exercise within the capacity that that person can operate in. So if we have someone who may be immobile or have any difficulties with movement, we will package an exercise program around their capacity. And so it's exciting, it's innovative, and more than that, it's scientifically approved and validated. And so we're working with current guidelines and we're delivering the program to the optimum research standard. We also appeal to people's emotional well-being. So towards the end of the program, we have various capacities or various aspects on things like emotional well-being, attitude, forgiveness, and how that equates to your health. So it's a wonderful package embracing the emotional, the physical, the spiritual, and the social. How better can that be for a lifestyle change? So we'll keep our circulation free.